You seek battle with a Belmont? Your fate is sealed.
Jesus Christ. It's another Belmont come to put me back in the grave. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even realize he had that much of a range of, like, wandering to begin with. I know that 90% of the time, you can find him at the Coliseum. That's where his route begins and ends. Anyways, because those two didn't really give us much noteworthy, let's go over real quick what we got. From the Stormwing Matriarch, we got the ability to make flawless gems and a chaos spell. She originally gives you, if I go over here, the Void spell right here. This is what she originally gives us. Well, go ahead and just unlock it because. But the flawless gems allow us to make the tier 3, socketed gemstones. So that's going to be very nice for any abilities we don't have them for. Speaking of, she allows us to make them, as well as gives us the Holy Resistance Flask. Let's look at what that requires real quick. It's probably going to be a little bit more than the R1. Oh, it just... You know what? Never mind. I just need to shut my ass up, apparently. Alright. Now, next on our to-do list is the Curse Weaver, who gives us Ghost Yarn and the Advanced Loom, which we're going to need. And the man, the myth himself, Henry Blackbrew, the Doctor. Ooh, this is actually interesting. Hold up. Last hope, Church of the Luminous came along, a newfound faith. They turned on him and his methodologies, declaring him a heretic. He founded to transcend them and construct the society in his image. With the help of a resource he refers to as Blood Type E, he has managed to maintain his youth and keep his twisted pursuit of progress alive. Clearly, this is V-Blood. Let's make that very clear. He is a V-Blood holder. And furthermore, we need him for the Athenaeum. There's not much we can do with it right now because all of our resources are tied up making fucking paper. Making paper and scrolls. But once we're actually at the point where we can... Once we're at the point where we can actually care about doing, like, dedicatedly making schematics, we will be in the end stretch. And that, to be fair also, that's not going to be too long from now. I still have this on me. There we go. Let me cut to the library. Yeah, so looking at the study, we have 5 sets of items left. At 75 scrolls an item, that's 375 scrolls. Which of course requires mostly which mostly just boils down to we need... Did I get any good seeds? I got these two. No. Basically, it just boils down to we need... Fucking... just pollen and coarse thread, because I think we have enough normal paper on hand. In order to get pollen and coarse thread, we need to, of course, get, you know, plants. Considering the time, the spot of the game we're at, and that need, this might be a good time to see about expanding the castle one last time. The last bits are just going to be the actual, like, greenhouse room and the greenhouse room, and purely cosmetic for the sake of the thrones. Though who knows, maybe the final throne also acts... Well, no it doesn't. It doesn't even have that functionality from what I've heard. Well, that sucks. Anyways, I will be back after I've constructed a little bit more into the castle. So once again, I've run into the bane of my existence when it comes to building castle expansions, which is to say, I've run out of stone bricks. We'll move that section of the garden up here in due time, but for now, I'm going to put the materials that I have here in the bit, and we're going to let that run while we go to Northern Gloomrot. We have a doctor to see. What the hell? Alright. So now... Fortunately, it's not the worst thing in the world heading through North Gloomrot. It's still, like, bad. Ow! Case in point. But it's not like, musket men levels of bad. Which is a hilarious thing to say. Anyways, this right here is, Henry Blackbrew's castle. The Transcendum Laboratories. And thankfully, it's not too terribly much work to get inside and to get by. We just gotta be very careful about it. Also, this area counts as an in-between between Silverlight and Dunley Farmlands, so everything here will be both types of materials, scrolls and schematics. We had him cornered while he was invisible. Poor lad. Alright, ooh, free radium. I didn't even see what happened. My game lagged out for a second. I guess I got him. Not seeing any more treasure chests. Anyways, Henry Blackbrew. Professor Blackbrew himself. We owe him the pleasure of a generous handshake.
At your peril. Behold, the fruits of science!
Oh. And say hello to the gimmick of his fight. He has electro fucking fields throughout the like arena. They'll activate and block your ability to move around freely. So unfortunately, we are a bit limited in what we can do, but not the worst. And also, when he does that, we can do that.
Let me now.
Damn it. What was I, like a couple seconds off from getting that?
Let's do a little experiment, vampire.
Oh dear.
Not magic, but science.
Not magic, but science? Yeah, if only more people appreciated that fact. We are trapped in here with him now, by the way.
Try me now.
Oh dear.
Don't touch me, vampire insect.
Cease this.
Not magic, but science. Try
Okay,
me
yeah,
now.
so his counter is especially devastating, as you've seen.
The power of God at thy finger.
Oh, of course he uses that after.
At your peril. I have ripped the lightning from the sky itself.
One. Ow.
Not magic, but science.
Thankfully, it's a predictable pattern, that one, so we can very easily... We can very easily just get in between them and keep wailing on them. Thankfully, not the worst fight in the world. I actually really like his fight. It's a little bit infuriating, especially that push attack, before you realize how to deal with it, or at the very least, like, how to suffer the least through it. But otherwise, oh yeah, he's like really nice. I like his fight a lot. Oh my god, you were getting hit from the side. I guess he figured he better go for the one who summoned it rather than the minion. Ah! Okay, let's get out of here, quick. We need to get away. Oh yeah, while I'm thinking of it, did most of... Okay, there's still a couple, but most of the horses are gone that were just littering Dunley farmlands from way back. Alright, quick. Alright, and I have auto run on, so we just move sailing from here. Alright, and now checking out what he got us, because as I said earlier, it's the TheHylainKnight. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We need planks, silver, leather, and schematics. Schematics are in the place we're going to build it anyways, so we need dark silver, planks, leather's on the way. I'm actually going to drop off anything else in particular. That's one of the things I needed. That's not going to go in there. There we go. God, I wish things were faster in this. Mostly just getting around your own castle. And as I said, schematics are in here. There. Now, production and research. The Athenaeum. An entire new research thing to deal with. Two new drinkables, new amulets, weapons, armor, and thankfully not as many structure items, but still. And also now that it's here, I can see about trying to center these a little bit more, because there's a second one. We're just not going to see it for a hot minute. Alright. Oh, speaking of things, we got the fire resistance brew finally. Oh my god. Also, thankfully, that means all 4 of these are the last ones we need to see. Oh, also, stately stone walls, large fountain, assortment of grand braziers, the Maleficent Scholar and the Sanguine Pistols. Maleficer, not Maleficent. My bad. We'll go check that one out, but I believe I already know exactly what it is. Head down here into the tailoring bench. The Maleficer Scholar reduces spell cooldown, increases spell leech, and increases level, as with spell power and crit chance. This is the spellcaster armor, like the Dark Magus that's just above the Dawnthorn there. It is not what I'm going for. After trying out the basic sort of more like physical oriented one, I think I know my response, and my response is none of that shit. Do that. The only things left are those two, which just need to go back in there. Okay. So next on our to-do list is, admittedly, this is where the paper grind begins again, because as you can see, these are 3 levels higher, and unfortunately, without researching for the Sanguine gear and without researching for 1, the Sanguine gear, 2, the amulets, the various amulets, and 3, the next tier of armor. Thank you, game, for interrupting me. We can't progress our power level at all. We're hard stuck at 74 until we do that. And that means we need to make schematics and farm for them. But quite frankly, it's easier to just make schematics. Thankfully, it's a 1-to-1 ratio with scrolls, but we do need tech scrap, which is a key component for radium. And speaking of, let me just go ahead and steal up all the tech scrap we can. I don't think we're going to necessarily need... no, it's not radium. Well, yes, it is radium. I don't necessarily think we're going to need that much radium. And sulfur. Sulfur is an ingredient in gold, so I can just leave that in there. That's alchemy. Oh god. Alright, so I think the plan is going to be, I'm going to grind up more on paper. Try to finish off the study, and then we'll see about trying to start the Athenaeum, alright? I will see you guys next time then. At the long last at the end of recording session. Take care.